This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. St. Andrew South Police vow to keep up pressure on criminals. The leadership of the St. Andrew South Police has vowed to maintain the pressure on gangsters and other criminals in the division. For 2 consecutive days this week, the police seized an illegal weapon. On Friday, a gun was seized on 9th Street, a community under zone of special operations. The Hunts Bay Police said between 4 p.m. and 6 p.m., a search of several premises yielded a semi-automatic 9mm pistol, 1 magazine containing 6 9mm cartridges, and 6 7.62 rounds. 28-year-old Shamar McKay of 9th Street, Greenwich Town, Kingston 13, was arrested and charged with illegal possession of a firearm and ammunition. His court date is being finalized. A day earlier, a joint police military operation on Bowens Road, Kingston 13, led to the seizure of a Bersa 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 12 9mm rounds of ammunition. No HEART certificates printed since March. Thousands of HEART NSTA Trust trainees who have completed their program since last November are yet to receive certification due to disorder at the National Council on Technical and Vocational Education and Training. According to a staff member who spoke on condition of anonymity, the NC-TVET, which certifies over 2,000 skill areas, has been without a council since March 2021. With no chairman to sign off on certificates, the body was forced to stop printing. The NC-TVET has been unable to print any National Vocational Qualifications of Jamaica or Caribbean Vocational Qualification of Jamaica certifications for HEART trainees, which means that anybody that does any HEART certification courses, whether NVQJ or CVQJ, would not be receiving any certification, she shared. She noted that the council's serving period had expired, but a new council has not yet been appointed. NC-TVET's chairman and the members of the council are appointed by the Minister of Education and serve for a period of 3 years. Members of the council are drawn from public and private sector companies and organizations. Noting that the NC-TVET has 3 assessment periods, February, June, and November, the member of staff said trainees as far as November 2020 are impacted. After assessment is completed, in this case November, it takes about a month for results to be ready, and then after results have been disseminated, roughly a month and a half after, we start printing certificates. So we would have been in the middle of printing November certificates when we went without a council and the printing stopped, she explained. She said each assessment period sees at least 3,000 students being registered. On a basic exam period, we would have roughly 3,000 students. I know for this exam period, the exams coming up next month, we have roughly 3,000 candidates registered. June is a bigger batch. We normally have over 5,000, she added. June results are just now being released, but printing will not begin. People are still registering for the programs, but we are not told to tell them that we are not printing any certificates. We just register as is. We are told if they ask to tell them that we are having internal issues and we cannot print any certificates, she said. With no official documents, neither physical nor digital, students are left without proof of their certification. It's like going to UWI, finishing your program and getting no degree at the end of the program. What they do say is that they can request transcripts or status letters which will show that they have completed the program and are certified, but they have to pay $600 for each. So even though we are at fault and we are the ones that can't produce the person's documents, they still have to pay to get something that proves they are certified, the HEART employee explained. On a daily basis at work, she said more than 100 people call about certificates. Customers are upset because they are saying they have been waiting for certification and they are being told that they are going to be getting certificates 2 months after completion of the program and they are not getting the certificates, she added. The HEART NSTA Trust did not respond to the news query up to publication time. The NC-TVET was formed in 1994 and mandated to accredit training programs, develop certification standards and assessments, and award certificates and diplomas to individuals for competence in vocational areas. Health Ministry begins house-to-house vaccination in 9 parishes. The Health Ministry says it has now started house-to-house COVID vaccination in 9 parishes. Healthcare teams, including public health nurses and community health aides from Hanover, Manchester, St. Elizabeth, Trelawney, Westmoreland, St. Anne, St. Mary, Portland, and St. Thomas, have been deployed to communities to administer the COVID-19 vaccines to shut-ins, the disabled, and the elderly. According to the Health Minister, Dr. Christopher Tufton, this represents another phase in the national vaccination effort. I want to salute our public health workers who continue to show commitment to the COVID efforts, walking the hills and valleys to reach our most vulnerable citizens, said Tufton. The ministry has been encouraging Jamaicans to get vaccinated to prevent serious illness, hospitalization, and/or death associated with COVID-19. Jamaica is now administering the 2-dose AstraZeneca and the single-dose Johnson & Johnson vaccine. Up to 2 p.m. Sunday, a total of 893,696 doses of the vaccines were administered. Of that number, 533,967 were first doses, 315,036 were second doses, and 44,693 were single doses. Sherlock Crescent residents find a severed head of person of interest. The St. Andrew South Police are probing the murder of a man whose severed head was found in his community of Sherlock in Duhaney Park. The head of 41-year-old Sherrod Yanni Holness was found by residents last evening, and a report made to the Duhaney Park Police. Commanding officer for the St. Andrew South Police, Superintendent Kirk Ricketts, told the news that the mother of the deceased had earlier made a missing person report to the Spanish Town Police. We had gotten some information before, based on some social media posting, that an individual who was reported missing in Spanish Town, St. Catherine, was killed. He is from the Sherlock community, and so we had made some checks in the community in the afternoon, but we did not find anything, he said. Ricketts said the preliminary information suggests that Holness was killed in St. Catherine and his head brought to Sherlock Crescent. He's a person of interest to us. I would call him a violence producer. He is known as a strong man within the Sherlock community, albeit that he was somewhat displaced. Ricketts said Holness would visit Sherlock Crescent from time to time. For the past couple of months, we have been trying to locate him, and we have been unable to have that sit down with him because he was not in the space, he said. The commanding officer added that Holness may have been relocated because of a conflict between two groups, one of which Holness was a member. The police continue to search for the body of the deceased. Sleepless nights for mom as son remains missing. Last week, when most parents were congratulating their children on their regional examination results, Francine Tomlinson did not view those of her son, Amaria Williams, as he was nowhere to be found. She stated that she wanted both of them to share the experience, but she has not laid eyes on the teenager since he left for work in Halfway Tree on September 17. I didn't open the results as I still have a glimmer of hope that he is going to return home. I am waiting on him to come home so we can look at his results together and celebrate, she said. The 17-year-old, who works at a mechanic shop, is of dark complexion, medium build, and about 5 feet 7 inches tall. Reports from the Stadium Gardens Police in St. Andrew are that about 3:15 p.m., Williams was last seen on Eastwood Park Road in the parish. All efforts to locate him have proven futile. Tomlinson said that she was told that her son was last seen in Tivoli Gardens, Kingston, where he had reportedly gone to visit a friend. The last set of rumors that I hear is that them dash him away. Persons are saying that he was killed, but I can't say he is dead because I have not gotten a body. All I know is that something is wrong. My child loves me too much and would never leave me under this stress. He has never ever leave home like this before. Even when him left work, him call me and tell me him coming home. But all know I can't see him a come, she said. Tomlinson said although it is extremely difficult, she is trying to brace herself for the worst news and implores those responsible for Omario's disappearance to offer her closure. If you don't do anything to hurt him, I am asking you please to just let us know where he is, or let us get his body. I want closure. I want to sleep at night. I can't just accept that my son just disappeared like that. The last time I saw him was when he was going through the door for work, and after that Friday, it's like I am in a nightmare that I cannot wake up from, Tomlinson said. Anyone knowing the whereabouts of Amario Williams is being asked to contact the Stadium Gardens Police at 876-978-9931 or 119. 100 new COVID cases in Jamaica, 4 more deaths. Jamaica recorded 100 new COVID-19 cases and 4 more deaths on Saturday, bringing the infection total to 88,259 and the virus death toll to 2,179. The Ministry of Health and Wellness reported that the new cases comprise 59 females and 41 males with ages ranging from 1 year to 96 years. The cases were recorded as follows: Kingston and St. Andrew 32, St. Catherine 25, Clarendon and St. Mary 7 each, Trelawney 6, Hanover 4, St. Elizabeth 4, St. James 4, Manchester 3, St. Anne 3, Westmoreland 3 and Portland 2. The deceased are an 88-year-old male from Westmoreland, a 61-year-old female from Westmoreland, an 85-year-old male from St. Mary, and a 66-year-old female from Portland. The deaths occurred between September 2 and October 21, 2021. In the meantime, 154 more people recovered in the last 24 hours, bringing total recoveries to 56,589. Currently, 338 people are hospitalized, 36 of which are severely ill, while 21 are critically ill and 58 are moderately ill. There are 28,894 confirmed active COVID-19 cases on the island. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.